It could be a high-tech solution to the epidemic of drunk driving in this country. A Bay Area-based company, Velodyne LiDAR, is hoping to turn driverless cars into the designated drivers of the future. The company is teaming up with law enforcement and the group Mothers Against Drunk Driving on this effort. And joining us now to talk more about this is Sally Frickman, Velodyne's Director of Education and Business Development. Thanks so much for being here today. This issue is going to be front and center at the World Safety Summit on Autonomous Technology happening in Santa Clara tomorrow. What is the discussion going to center around?
That's correct. So really what we're talking about is safety, and we're talking about education. It's critical for us to educate the public as to what are fully autonomous vehicles and what are the vehicles that have advanced safety features in cars right now, and how there is a distinct difference. And we're also going to be discussing how fully autonomous technology and self-driving cars can advance safety in the future.
And you really are looking to driverless cars or autonomous vehicles as making an impact on the epidemic of drunk driving crashes in this country, which we know takes so many lives. What sort of an impact do you see this technology having long term?
Oh, absolutely. So we are proud to partner with the Mothers Against Drunk Driving. They recognize our technology, and they recognize fully autonomous vehicles as being a solution to reduce and potentially eliminate impaired driving on the roadways. They see by removing the human driver from the equation as the potential to really completely eliminate drunk and impaired driving accidents on the roadways.
And this would not only eliminate drunk driving accidents, drunk driving accidents, it could address a number of other issues as well. People could, drowsy driving crashes, people getting onto roads going the wrong way.
Absolutely.
I mean, is that the hope?
That's the hope. So not just impaired driving, but we're talking about drowsy driving, we're talking about distracted driving. I mean, you see people, unfortunately, texting or even putting on their makeup in the morning, and what we can see is eliminating the human error, which actually is the cause of over 90% of collisions on the roadway.
Okay. One thing to sort of clarify here, because people at home might be thinking to themselves, well, listen, it's against the law to be behind the wheel of a car, even if it was on autopilot or if it's an autonomous car. At least the way the law stands right now, it's still against the law. You're still driving under the influence. Do the laws need to change moving forward, do you think, for things to sort of come to fruition the way you're hoping?
Right. So we adamantly know that someone who is impaired should not be behind the wheel. So really what we're going to be thinking about is the transition of how we think about vehicles and we think about that technology down the road. So those vehicles may not have pedals or they may not have steering wheels. And we're going to think about even like a taxi service or like shuttle services to start to support the deployment of fully autonomous vehicles. And so the cars that are currently on the roadway and currently available to the public are not fully autonomous. So just to be clear, no one should ever get behind the wheel of
and we have
any
seen
car.
there's been sort of some high-profile cases, some crashes, even here in the Bay Area involving cars, Teslas that were on autopilot, so not fully autonomous.
Correct.
But it has raised concerns about the safety of this technology. I mean, it seems so foreign to have your car in full control. It's kind of going to take some getting used to. How far off is this technology before it is safe for widespread use?
So that's a really good question, and that's why we're having the Safety Summit. So what we're going to be doing there is really discussing what does deployment look like in the future. We're bringing together industry, we're bringing together consumers, and we're bringing together regulators to discuss what deployment looks like and to really ensure that we're doing this in a safe and responsible way.
But we're talking years, decades?
That's such a good question. I mean, there are predictions, a couple years we're going to start seeing vehicles on the roadway that are fully autonomous, and certainly in a couple decades. I think we're in for a really exciting future.
But the whole idea is that you want to use this technology to hopefully save some lives.
100%. This technology and our commitment at Velodyne LiDAR is safety and saving lives on the roadway.
All right. Thank you so much, Sally Frickman from Velodyne LiDAR, based in Alameda.
Based in Alameda, right
across the way.
Right around,
All right.
We're your neighbor. Thank you.
Thanks so much. Appreciate you coming in.
Thank you so much.
Discussion.
Okay.